decided that you wanted? Oh, I would let you present yourself first, and what is it that you are looking for, and just talking in general on how your journey was, and what made you push you to want to need some help.
My journey there was good. It was really great. Um, you encouraged me too, because when I had a somebody my mom recently passed, and I started overeating, and I knew I was getting out of control with my eating habits. So that's when I found you, found this program online, and someone was telling me to come to the program, and when I came to the program, it benefited me a lot.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah.
All of it going down. Yes. Yes, it did. And I'm sure that is also emotion, like sometimes eating, that emotion,
Yeah.
losing somebody we love dearly, and they're no longer in our lives. It's definitely something that affects us a lot. And
Mm-hmm.
and you so what, like you mentioned that eating was an issue for you, but
Mm-hmm.
before then, is there something else that you had tried before and it didn't just work?
Um, exercise, but that didn't hurt. Like when I exercise, it took me like a long time just to try to take a while just to try to get in shape. Yeah, like it's all this back pain, getting pain and stuff, and make me give up.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah.
So tell me a little bit, yeah, and actually that's true in terms of pain. That's one of the biggest thing that people see a differentiation is just when you just start changing what you eat, what you feed your body, you start feeling different pains, aches and pains from
Mhm.
different parts of your body. So what was one of the kind of challenging moment through the process? Because it's a shift, right? There's
It
certain
was
things that you
it
enjoy
was
eating.
my stomach, and I'm talking with my stomach. I had always had problems with my stomach, but thanks to the program, I see a whole lot of progress. It went down a lot, and yeah, I really, yeah, and with the food, the eating, and the food plan that you have part of this program made me realize how good eating health, like how it's great to eat healthy food. Cause I was a junk food eater. I used to love eating like a whole lot of snacks, but being on this program made my body feel better with eating more proteins and vegetables.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Yeah, so now I feel healthy too at the same time of being on this program.
Yeah, so not only there's a weight element in there, but it's also feeling healthy as overall, just like
Yeah,
being healthy from inside out. That's
yeah.
another element. So what was one of the challenging things? Because I can imagine it was not that easy to shift from like eating the chips, the
Yeah.
or the fried chicken and everything to like cook your food and eat salads. Like how was that? How was that mentally? How did that make you, like, what was that adjustment for you?
Um, the adjustment was at first it was like pretty tough, but then I was thinking about my health. So by me thinking about my health, I just had to tell my mind to let it go. So I'm like, just let it go and follow the program, because at first when I was trying a diet plan for myself before I entered the program, it did not work. Like, because I was eating, like, still eating bread at the same time with trying to eat something healthy, eating bread with something healthy, and I don't know, my it wasn't working. But when I cut the bread off, I seen a big difference. all that all that bread and snacks and stuff, joining the program actually helped me with eating healthy, and knowing how to go a different way in life.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And then also there's a part that I think when we talked last time you mentioned in terms of water intake, the regular water intake. It's like figuring out how much water to drink, and
Mm.
and being a
Yeah.
quantity in there? How was that?
At first, with the water, yeah, I had to start it off with like I started off with like three. Then I got my body used to drinking 5 bottles of water because the bathroom. Yeah, yeah, but with the water though, I feel like I'm not dehydrated like I used to when I was drinking that other stuff. I was feeling dehydrated a lot, but
Hmm.
now I feel like I have more. I feel like I have more energy too, drinking water, and I feel better.
Hmm. Hmm.
Yeah, than having all that other stuff in my body, my system.
Okay, so this is very interesting because that energy aspect is what I hear, and that challenge of moving from actually dehydrated version of not drinking enough water on regular basis and now suddenly starting to drink sufficient amount of water. It's really a process where everybody's like, oh my gosh, when am I going to stop going to the bathroom? But again, it's an adjustment for the cells. But so far you did so great, and in that essence, and adjusting into the world, and making sure that you're starting to bring that hydration on regular basis. So how was your surrounding? How did your surrounding respond to all this when you were in through this process?
Um, I respond well. I respond good to it. It's really not a big challenge. Like you just know it's something that you need to work on, like for your health and your lifestyle. So you'll make yourself want to be focused on it. And
Hmm.
I felt I wanted to be focused. I was ready.
And the
I was
people
ready.
around you, like, how did they, that the surrounding, how did they respond to you? Is there something that was a distraction? Like, I know you have, the kids
Uh,
and.
yeah. Well, everybody noticed a big difference. They noticed a difference. They were saying, I'm losing weight and I look healthy at the same time.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
I know my hair might be messed up.
No, don't you worry. You're enjoying with the beauty of outside today, so that's fine. You were perfectly okay to shoot this today outside. So that's the
Yeah.
good, that's the good air outside, taking advantage of it as well and getting that free vitamin D, right?
Yeah.
That's something I talk about mostly a lot of the time. Vitamin D, it's a free one, so take it. It does a lot to our skin. So why not? Why not? Um, so if you were like, what is the biggest thing you can say you learned through this whole process? What is the thing that you feel like, oh my gosh, I did not know this?
The biggest thing that I learned from the program is okay. I wasn't no veggie type of person. Like I didn't eat vegetables. So about my lifestyle changes with eating greens more. And I was a type that always eat fries and eat like snacks. I mean eat snacks and stuff. But so I ain't really eat vegetables. Or
Mhm,
sometimes I have mashed potatoes and I have like mashed potatoes and for example mashed potatoes or something baked with like rice or something to go with it. So, for example, two starch they didn't go together. But this changed me a lot with eating vegetables and it's pretty good. Yeah.
yeah, that's a huge change, isn't it? Like
Yeah,
moving
it's a
from not
huge change.
eating vegetables.
It helped me eat good, proper, better, better eating.
And do you feel now that the relationship you have with vegetables is much better? That now you
Yeah,
feel its
and I'm
importance?
used to it now.
And it's
Like,
something that you would continue doing moving forward?
yeah, yeah. Continue. I will continue eating more greens.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I feel eating more greens will help you live longer because you got a good lifestyle and yeah,
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And
help
something
you
that you
keep
also
fitted.
mentioned, it was very important for you, especially seeing that, family member passed away with certain
Yeah,
condition that they could have possibly prevented.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that is really so. So tell me more uh about the results. Not even the results in that sense. In terms of your day-to-day activities, right?
Uh-huh.
Like especially when you started just feeling like the aches and pains, like what would you grade your aches and pains right now? Because I know you mentioned it earlier, and that's the next question I was going to ask at this point in time, but you did already mention it, that certain pains that you were experiencing before, you're not having them anymore.
Um, I was experiencing back pain, like my back was hurting, and yeah, it was like my back and by me being on the program, I don't have back problems anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because the red light the red light changed a lot, and I see a lot of new growth in my hair too. I'm talking about under
Yeah,
the
the red light
yeah.
therapy. Yeah, tell me to still speak about the red light
Yeah.
therapy since you bring it
Well,
up.
my
Like,
with the red light therapy, I see my skin glowing more. I had a whole lot of bumps on my face, like all on my forehead and stuff. It's going away, and when it's going away, I see a lot of improvement. Um, and and it helped with my back
mm-hmm.
and my hair growth. Also,
Oh,
my hair growth. So I,
that's
I
great observation. It's like you're listing all the things about red light. And yes, indeed. For those who are here for the first time about red light therapy, that's another addition therapy. That's very, very beneficial in terms of, just those things you mentioned. Yeah, that's amazing that you paid attention to those changes and noticed. But red
yeah,
light therapy is very, very beneficial. How do you feel when you're on the red light therapy? Like just
it's
the
peaceful. It's peaceful and calm. And I enjoy the after the red light therapy. I enjoy the steps, the machine that we get on.
Oh, the
That's
vibration plate?
yeah, the vibration vibration plate. That's relaxing. It's like when you doing both of those, you just got your mind just set, like just relax and take all that stress or whatever you thinking about away, and just focus on what you're trying to do, move on and life, and have live that healthy lifestyle. And I love going there. It's just I love going to the therapy. It just removes everything, anything that I feel and thing, stressed out. I could just lay there and just act like I'm in the ocean or some water or something.
I love that, acting like I'm in the ocean.
Yeah, you be having on that relaxed music with the water waves. It's
Yeah.
so relaxing.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I'm glad that you feel that way, feeling that you're in the ocean. But definitely, any chances that we get our brain to vision itself or take itself somewhere where it's relaxing and it's such a busy world, definitely it's something that is worth the time and worth the effort, because it's very, very beneficial for our sanity. And let's put it that way. Like, just as you mentioned, the stress, all the worries, just finding
Mhm.
something somewhere peaceful where you can do that, but then also take all those other advantage that you mentioned that you observed from doing the red light therapy in itself as well, in addition to eating clean and those under those aspects. So and I really appreciate that, because it's really it's an aspect. Hearing from you going through the experience, it's a whole another aspect, which is this is the reason why I like doing this, because every
Mhm.
person is going to experience many things differently. It's the same thing, but every individual they experience is going to be completely different.
Yeah.
So in terms of your if there were a person out there who's just kind of trying to find their way in, and they've tried so many other things to find their way,
Mhm.
what message would you tell them? Like, what would you tell them? Like, what is that message that you could leave to your children, or to a brother, or to your sister, or to what can you tell them about what you've learned so far? Like, what message would you give them?
The message I would give them is to be committed with your health. be committed with going forward and never giving up on things that you trying to be good at and trying to, trying to live out, live through this lifestyle. Like the lifestyle is you want to live healthy and stuff through the lifestyle, and you want to focus on pushing yourself to your career, you know, and stuff like that. And if you'll feel good at the same time having that lifestyle, like like a healthy lifestyle at the same time, and you trying to focus on what you're trying to do in life.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I feel when you overweighted and stuff, it make you don't want to do anything. Also,
so, so now you feel like you can go anywhere, time for vacation, and
yeah.
and your clothing. You mentioned this is actually one thing that the clothes and resizing, not wanting to buy bigger size of clothing and that. Yeah.
Yeah, because I was getting to the point, my clothes was getting large on me because I was stressed a lot. Yeah, but I couldn't let that happen. I couldn't just keep eating and stuff. I had to get some type of help, and I
Mm-hmm.
came to the right program because I'm looking good. Let's fix my pockets. Yeah, yeah,
Yes.
I was. Yeah, I was almost about to reach 180 soon if I kept eating. Been reaching 180. But
Mm-hmm.
now I'm down to 128.
Wow.
Proud of myself.
Well,
And
I'm sure
thank you,
that
Antoinette.
shows what we call commitment and
Yeah.
wanting to truly be healthy. That's
And
commitment.
thanks to you, Antoinette. I appreciate the help because I was giving up. You said no, they said don't put that in your system. You just work on your healthy lifestyle. Like you wanna eat vegetables, and I was about to give up and eat chips and stuff at first. But thanks to you, I got encouraged to keep going. Don't stop.
Hmm.
Keep going.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a journey. That's where I'm more of a partner. I'm more of a you're the one doing the work, and it's just the motivation. It's that consistency of motivation because that's what makes a huge difference from that person who's going to try this diet there by themselves, and then they say like it didn't work. The reason why is not that the process they went to does not work. It's just
Mhm.
sometimes we get obstacles in our way, and you just need that person to like, hey, you'll be fine, you'll be just fine, just keep going, everything is going to be okay.
Yeah.
And that is just that's just the process. And if you truly believe, it's just that small push that makes you, but the work, you're the one who did the work. I mean,
Hmm.
commitment, your decision. First of all, the trust. I will just give you thanks also for the trust, for you trusting to work with me and to you to get to where you want to get. That's number one. And then number two, your commitment to wanting to do it on regular basis, to show up on your appointments, to be present on when we have to meet. So all those are sign of commitment of how much you really desire and you really want to get to what you want to get.
Yeah.
So really the biggest job, you're the one who's doing it. I'm pushing it more to like, don't be discouraged, don't let this happen. And of course, bringing in that knowledge of nutrition into the plate, obviously, so we can that can allow you to get there. But really the biggest work, you're the one who did it. So I mean, we say chapeau in French. Great work, uh,
Yeah.
great consistency, and I hope you truly feel that proud, because I can say I'm proud of you, but it's the proud that you receive from you, because it's from within that is gonna help you move forward and go on even when I'm not in the picture. Is your determination, is
Yeah.
self-control, and your willpower, right?
Yeah. You're right about that.
Mm-hmm.
You got to be motivated. Yeah, you got to be motivated on your own. Like you got to motivate yourself and try not to eat. Like try not to eat all the calories like pizzas and stuff like that, and just let your brain know. Like I don't know. I keep in my mind. I tell myself in my mind. I tell myself if I eat this and that, I'm a mess up, put all that grease in my body. I don't want to put all that grease in my body and then be walking around um, like I'm sick, gotta throw up and not feeling like I supposed to feel. Feel healthy and happy. Because
Mm-hmm.
when you eat vegetables and stuff, you be feeling all healthy and happy at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Cause I
Mm-hmm.
know I was starting to get my stomach was starting to get clawed, like I was like having stomach aches, putting all that food in my body.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And that pain is
Yeah.
something that you don't want to experience again. Now you know how it works, right?
Yeah.
Okay, fantastic, fantastic. So that is that was really, really a good experience. So if you were, if what was, let's put it this way, this is the question that I ask on regular basis. What was
Mhm.
the hardest thing for you?
The hardest thing for me was come on the program.
Mm-hmm. And the whole
Uh, the,
process, your whole experience. What was
the
the
food,
hardest thing?
the diet, the diet. Yeah, it was the hard thing because my family, like my kids and stuff, I wasn't like I had them eating healthy, but at the same time, they could still eat like bread now and then. And
Mhm.
my cousin, he stayed with me. He just kept bringing chips around me, bags of chips. So it was kind of like making me kind of a little discouraged, making it hard for me to not try to touch the chips. Cause I don't know. It's when people was bringing food, when they was bringing food around me, it was kind of getting hard for me. It was kind of hard. But then I turned around. I'm cool now because at the end of the day, I made it easier where I don't easier for myself to have it in my mind is go eat your healthy food. If you hungry, go make you some baked chicken or something instead of worrying about that food that's not healthy for you.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Yeah. So it's those habits, the habits, very, very important because
Yeah.
that's the hardest thing to really conquer and through the
Yeah.
process is the habits that we're doing on regular basis that sometimes becomes a challenge. But as you tell you develop that muscle on your own, and every individual person they develop that muscle. I don't tell them do this, do that. It's you come to find a way to develop that muscle. In there, you develop your muscle. Go and eat your healthy food.
Yeah.
So that's really a good message because we self-talk, right? We do self-talk, right? When
Yeah.
you see certain things and it's your habit, it's things you've done for so many years, and then you see it suddenly like, oh my God, I'm just gonna do it once. And then some another voice is like, no, 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 go eat your healthy food, right? So that's
Yeah.
gonna be my slogan today. Go eat your healthy food. Yeah, and so do you feel like the people around you encouraged you, or how was that?
Um. They well, they ain't encouraged me to eat the food or whatever. They well, my boyfriend, he told me not to eat it. My cousin, he did say it's not gonna hurt you if you get a couple of chips. I'm like, no, I'm cool.
Okay,
Yeah.
so there's always that mixed feeling. There's those ones who are
Yeah.
pulling you want to
Hmm.
join, and then those ones who wants to be like, hey, you better stick to this because
Yeah.
where you this is what you want to do, and this is what you usually want to do.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, fantastic. Is there anything else you would like to share, at this point in time, just about your journey,
Um,
your experience?
it's just great. The program great. You should try it out. I love it.
You love it? Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
I
there's
love the
one thing that came
program.
to my mind. That I think is also you you really did talk about the different way that you starting now to look outside of eating healthy, making food healthy. Like now you're following some people, something like that. Is that something you've started like finding recipes or things?
Yeah. So ever since I've been on the diet, I've been on looking at videos of getting different recipes on healthy foods. where I could start having my kids eat healthier too with because they love sweets, and I found a substitutes of you know to make it healthier than buying it from the store, make it at home.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're craving a sweet tooth, it's like simple ingredients you could just put in there in the sweet instead of adding all that like corn syrup and all that type of ingredients that be blow you up.
Yeah, especially that
Yeah.
high fructose corn is very, very, very
Yeah.
not beneficial to our health at all. At all.
When I start making the healthy snacks, I'm not adding no corn syrup on that. It's just gonna be like peanut butter and chocolate. And a little dark chocolate, a little bit of dark chocolate and some bananas.
Mm-hmm.
And don't eat too much of it.
Wow. Wow. Wonderful. And that's how the idea is. And then our brains start thinking differently, right?
Yeah.
Now we
Want
start.
to change.
Sorry.
Someone you want to change that lifestyle. Someone healthy. Cause I don't want to then came so far with putting all this good healthy foods in my body, and then I just basically just discourage my body and just put all that stuff in my body like pizzas and greasy food and you know then it's like I'm confusing my body at the same time. So I'm trying to be healthy or I'm trying to be like a pig. I mean not a pig. I'm sorry.
No, just say it as it is. There's no right or wrong way.
Yeah, but yeah, I feel much like my whole body and the inside feels so much healthy. Like at first I was feeling like I don't know if my head hurts because I'm eating too much or I'm just feeling different. Like I feel better now, much better.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah. Good to hear. Good to hear. Good to hear. Thank you so much, Marie. Thank you. Thank you
thank
very
you.
much for sharing your experience. Hopefully, somebody who sees this, you may help them, give them ideas, and I really appreciate you. I mean, you did an amazing job. You're still doing it, and I truly believe that you'll still do it in the future, whether I'm present or not. It's really such an amazing experience working with you, and thanks for sharing.
Thank you for having me on here.
All right, thank you.
Thank
Well,
you.
yeah,
Bye.
take care. Bye bye.
You too. Bye.